Things I tell my clients all the time if they're writing their own copy, look at what you've written here. Would that get you to take action? 9.5 times out of 10, they'll go, no, it's shit. Exactly. So why are you putting that out there? That's the reason why people aren't buying, because you're not getting in front, providing them with a solution to their problem, and then enticing them to move forward. The solution for this is to actually, when you go in to run an ad in Facebook, it's done in 3 levels. First level is the campaign. So you select a campaign to run. And as part of the campaign, you have to select and tell Facebook what you want that ad to do. Now, most people are like, well, I just want to send people to my website. What happens in this instance is that welcome to the ADHD Fempreneur podcast, where we unleash the power of the ADHD entrepreneurial mind. I'm Kerry Fitzgibbon. Ladies, let's turn your superpower into success. Welcome to this week's episode of the ADHD Fempreneur. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 10 Facebook ad mistakes that most business owners make and how to avoid them. So I've been doing Facebook advertising for well over 13 years. I'm classed as the grandma of Facebook ads pretty much by anyone who knows me. So I have forgotten more than most people will ever learn in their lifetime about Facebook ads. But there's some typical things that I see time and time again the business owners are making when it comes to Facebook ads. And I really want to help you, if you are running a business and you want to get more traffic, leads, sales, know that your audience is possibly in the metaverse. So keep in mind, we talk about Facebook, but Facebook is, part of the metaverse. So a while ago, it was changed to Meta, and Meta owns Facebook, owns Instagram, owns WhatsApp, and owns Messenger. So when I'm talking about Facebook, we're talking about typically Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. So the whole metaverse. And we know for a fact that businesses that embrace Facebook marketing, so meta marketing, are putting their content and their ads out on Facebook and Instagram, make more money. It's the quickest, easiest way to get your business out to people that don't know who you are. Because most businesses are really great at what they do. I hear this time and time again in the 13 plus years where I, go around the world and I speak about this topic, super passionate. But most business owners are really good at what they do. In fact, they are the best in the industry. And if you're an ADHDer, you are the best at what you do because you've possibly hyper-focused so much on it. But people don't know about you. So I call it the best kept secret. So if you're a business owner and you're great at what you do and people have a problem and you are the solution, but people don't know about you, you're the best kept secret, then listen up. This is how you can run Facebook ads to make more money in your business. But we're going to cover on the mistakes and then how to avoid them as well. So the very first mistake I see business owners making is they get enticed to push the big blue boost button, right? The boost button boosts a post. So you need to have a Facebook page in order to, or an Instagram page. So we're talking business profiles. And what happens when you have a business profile and you start posting on it is Facebook pops up with this thing that goes, this post is performing way better than any other post. Why don't you boost it? And then there's this beautiful big blue button at the bottom of the post that says boost. And of course, if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, wow, it's performing well. Maybe I can get in front of more people. I know what. It's so tempting, especially for us ADHDers. I wonder what will happen if we do this. And then you push that boost button, right? What then happens is that Facebook will ask you a few questions and will put a spin to it. And then all of a sudden that post is going out and you're paying for more people to see it, right? The problem with it is that you've got no strategy behind it. Usually it's just an impulsive thing and think, maybe. It's optimized to get more engagement on the post, right? So not to do anything else in a sales funnel. You have limited functionality with it. Okay, so essentially what you're doing is you're saying, here, Mark Zuckerberg, here's my money. I don't know what I'm doing. Go spend it and you won't get the results. And I hear this time and time again. Now, there's exceptions to the rule. So I know there's some business owners out there that say, oh, I boost posts really well. I'm not saying not to run ads or not even to promote a post, but there's a different way to do it. So back away from the boost button next time you're in, think about doing it. And instead, you go into Ads Manager, facebook.com/ads manager. You need to set yourself up an ad account and a business manager account. And, it's not difficult to do all that. But instead, you want to go into Ads Manager, and then you can run an ad that showcases the post. All right. There is a big difference. And we've split tested it over and over and over again. And even if we did the same thing where we did engagement, so boosting a post means that you're telling Facebook you want more engagement on that post, more likes, comments, and shares. It's a vanity metric anyway, okay? And without strategy behind it, it can go astray. And we see that happen time and time again. But even if you did the same and you did it inside Ads Manager, and then you said, all right, I want more engagement on this post, you have more control of it. It works a lot better when it's run as an ad through Ads Manager, all right? So that's the first mistake. That's how you avoid it. Run it as an ad inside Ads Manager. But think about your strategy first, okay? The second big mistake that I see business owners make when it comes to Facebook ads is not knowing who their target audience is, okay? If you're in business, you should really know, who you're trying to target. Some people call it niching down. To a certain extent it is. Now, you might have a business that you are all things to everyone, all right? And that's all good at face value, but it doesn't help with your marketing. So you need to actually identify who you want to work with. What are the problems that your business solves? Or what are the problems that people are having that your business solves, okay? So if you know that, then you can start narrowing down who is your audience, who has these problems, and identifying them. So most people don't know. And what they do is they go into, if they are running ads and not boosting posts, running ads in Ads Manager, you can target different audiences. You can target cold audiences. So cold audiences are people who have a problem, you're the solution, they just don't know about you right now, okay? And they have never interacted with you. So they know they've got a problem, you are the solution, they just don't know you are. And so those are what we call cold audiences, never interacted with you or your business. A warm audience is an audience that has interacted with your business in some way. So this is classified as someone who may follow your page, have engaged with a post, watched a video, gone to your website, are on your database. They might buy from you. They might have sent you a message all through your business pages, okay? So these are what we call warm audiences. And then you've got your hot audience. And your hot audience are your clients or people that have already bought from you at least once. So if you don't know who your audiences are, what we're usually finding is people don't understand the layers. So they treat everyone exactly the same. So treat the people that have already purchased your stuff like they're a cold audience and the messaging the same. So that would be wrong, because if someone's already knows about you, has purchased your stuff, well, you want to treat them differently than, let's just say, someone who doesn't know about you. So a different messaging, different framing, different hook, and so on, okay? The other thing we find is that in terms of audiences in Facebook, you can actually, target specific people that are interested in stuff. It's called detailed targeting, okay? Now, you can go in there and let's just say, I'm going to use an example for you. Let's just say I am targeting someone who is in my marathon running business. So as a business, we can go into Facebook and we can target people that are interested in marathon running broadly, okay? Now, the issue with this, and this is where people get it wrong, is that broad targeting like that means that you're going to get people that may not be interested specifically in that, if that makes sense. So what can happen is that when Facebook is identifying the world's interests, it's got 56,000 data points on each and every one of us, okay? So when it's targeting, or building up this target, these data points on individual people, if one of your people that, if let's just say if you've gone and visited a website that's about marathon running, or you've gone and had a look at something about Boston Marathon, or a friend's shared a video that's got anything to do with marathon in it, or anything like that, right? Then Facebook will put down as an interest as one of your data points that you might be interested in marathon running, okay? And let's just say you're not. So then a company comes in who's selling marathon running shoes, and they target people that are interested in marathon running. It's going to get you or heaps of other people that are irrelevant. So what we do in the audience targeting, and to get it correct, and again, it depends. If you're a local business, it might be different. But we find that people target way too broadly. They don't know who their target market is. They have the wrong message to market match, and it doesn't work. So what we do is we do the research, okay? You have to actually research. You research people's pain points, you research where your audience is, you research their fears, frustrations, their wants, you research where they've been before they come to your business. So what other competitions out there? What other pages do they like? What apps are they using? What tools do they use in their industry, and so on, okay? And you write a big list of the stuff. Right? And then you go into Facebook and you can match those audiences. So just to give you an example, in my marathon running world, I'm asking a question. And the question is, a topic enthusiast would know who or what this is, but no one else would. It's the no one else would rule. Okay. So where it fits in, if we're talking about marathon running, a marathon running enthusiast would know what the Boston Marathon is, but no one else would. It doesn't fit. And so if I went into Facebook and targeted everyone who was interested in the Boston Marathon to sell marathon running gear, I'm going to get a whole heap of people that are irrelevant. I'll be spending money putting my ad in front of people that are not interested. But if I did a marathon enthusiast would know who Hal Higdon is and no one else would, well, if I use him as an interest and target all the people that are interested in him, I'm going to get us marathon runners, all right? So I'm not wasting money. So that's one of the exercises that we do. It's the no one else would rule, and it's research beforehand so that you know exactly who your audiences are and whether you're targeting cold, warm, or hot. So that's the second biggest mistake. The third mistake that I see often is business owners selecting the wrong objective. Now, again, if you've never run ads before, some of this stuff might be double Dutch, but if you have run ads, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So when you go in to run an ad in Facebook, it's done in 3 levels. So the first level is the campaign. So you select a campaign to run. And as part of the campaign, you have to select and tell Facebook what you want that ad to do. Now, most people are like, well, I just want to send people to my website, So they'll go, all right, traffic. I want traffic. What happens in this instance is that if you select a traffic ad inside Facebook, it defaults to link clicks. So it's optimizing for people to click on a link on your ad. That's not even to go to the landing page, by the way. It's if they click anything on your ad, that's classed as a link click. So what Facebook does, it's very good at this. It's very good at optimizing for what you want it to optimize for. So if your objective is traffic to your website and it defaults to link click, and you don't know what you're doing, and you do that, again, you're giving Facebook a whole lot of money to send to do nothing, actually. You're giving Facebook a whole lot of money for the wrong objective, and you're going to get a lot of link clicks, but you're not going to get the result you want. So let's just say you want traffic to the website. Well, then you would optimize it for landing page views. This actually involves having a pixel on your website, and that's a whole nother story. But you want to optimize it for landing page views, and then it optimizes to send people there, right? But keep in mind, if you're optimizing for traffic and you get landing page views, it's not optimized for a conversion. So you'll get a whole heap of people land on the website, but they're not necessarily going to convert. So that's why when you're running ads, Facebook ads, you need to select the objective for the part in the buying process where your client is. For most people, they jump straight to wanting to sell without warming people up. So there should be several objectives when you're running ads. And, one, to warm people up, the best objective for that is video views. Videos are the cheapest, easiest, quickest way to get your brand in front of people. I mean, you have to have the right type of videos, but as an objective inside Facebook, you run an ad to get eyeballs on your video. And that's just top of the funnel. Then you can retarget people that watch a certain amount of that video and get them to take the next action, which might be coming to your website. And then you can retarget those people to get them to convert, right? So there's a process in it, but what we usually find is people don't know. And they go inside there and they look at objective. One of the biggest ones is actually the link clicks and traffic for people who want conversions. But the other is some people just run straight sales campaigns without doing, and that's quite expensive, a conversion campaign, now known as a sales campaign, which is where you send someone to your website and they take the action to convert. So whether that's be, if you've got an e-commerce store, it will be to purchase. If you're running events, it might be completed registrations. If you're wanting people to book calls, it might be, when they book a call and come through to the thank you page, whatever that looks like on your website. So a lot of people run campaigns just for that, but that's more expensive if you're running that to a cold audience. So you really need to know, what is your strategy? Where are people in the buying cycle in your business right now? And if you're targeting top of funnel, middle of funnel, or bottom of funnel, what type of objective you need to do to get that result, because whatever you put in there is what Facebook will do for you. So I like video view campaigns for top of funnel. Middle of funnel, I really love messenger campaigns. I absolutely love those to build a list and so on. And then I do sales campaigns for bottom of the funnel. The objectives that I don't like, brand awareness ones, there's better ones than that, and reach campaigns. There are other campaigns in Facebook that you really want to steer away from, okay? And keep in mind where everyone is in your funnel as well. So one of the things that works really well when it comes to running campaigns in Facebook is to actually build some know, like, and trust. I like to call it know, love, and trust. You build that community of raving fans, because if you can do that in your business, then people don't shop on price point. They remember you and so on. So one of the things that supports that is actually putting some, organic content onto your pages, because that builds content, builds know, love, and trust, and then putting some spend in behind that content to get it shown in front of the people, the right audience and the right people. So mistake number 4 is in the creative side of things. So the creative in an ad is typically what you're using to get in front of that person. So it's the thing that's going to stop people from in the newsfeed. So keep in mind, all day, every day, and you'll be doing this yourself, you're scrolling through either stories or through the feed, okay? And now and again, you'll go, oh, what's that? And you'll stop, and it'll stop you in your tracks, okay? Now, one of the things that works really, really well nowadays, and especially for your top of funnel, so warming people up, is videos. And we find that a lot of people don't use videos in campaigns, and you can be missing out on like I've said, one of the cheapest, easiest, and quickest ways of getting in front of people. Something that's become really, really popular in the last few years, of course, is short form videos. Short form videos were made famous by TikTok, I guess, but they're your videos that are under, 90 seconds. In fact, on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, and on Facebook Reels, so they're called Reels in Facebook and Instagram, and they're called YouTube Shorts in YouTube. But essentially, they're all short-form videos. I think they can go up to around about 3 minutes now or less, right? But I like to stick it around about a 90-second or less short-form video, so it can go on all placements in every social channel you want to put it in as well. So one of the mistakes I see that business owners make is they don't do them. Right? They're not utilizing the trend, the short form videos, or in fact, any videos. And especially if you are the face of your business, the best way you can build authority is getting on video yourself, putting your face to video. And I know it's scary for many of us, it's especially if you're not used to it, or if you're an introvert, or you're a perfectionist, like most of us ADHDers, and we quite often, don't think that anyone wants to hear from us, or we don't think we look any good, and it's really hard to get the motivation to get a video out there. But honestly, top of funnel stuff, if you Get videos out there that are answering problems, solving problems that people have. One of my favorite tools for coming up with content ideas for videos is Answer the Public. Look it up. It's fantastic. You can also use AI like ChatGPT to come up with content ideas for videos. But what we do is we then take the video, we run it organically for a few days so it gets as much organic means free traffic to it. Then we run an ad that's a video view campaign to it to show it to the right audiences. Okay, so that's how we get in front of a whole lot of people, get your brand out there, and get know, love, and trust at the same time. So mistake number 5 is that a lot of business owners don't retarget or don't even know what it is. In the States, it's remarketing. Over here, it's retargeting, or it could be the same way around. I use both retargeting or remarketing ads. This is where the money is in your campaigns, is retargeting or remarketing people, okay? So how this works is Facebook is collecting data. And if you've got a page, so business page, not a personal profile, and you're putting videos or you're running ads, you're sending people to your website, you're doing messenger campaigns, you're doing lead campaigns, you're doing all these different types of campaigns, but people are interacting with your business in some way, Facebook is building an audience for you in the background of those people. So let's just say you've showed someone a video and it's the 5 tips on how to be a better business owner with ADHD, right? And someone's watched 50% or more, up to 95% of that video. Well, you don't want them seeing that video again, right? Over and over again. You want to take them to the next level. So you want to retarget them with the next call to action. And that might be to jump onto a list, to get more information. It might be to visit your website to go purchase something, okay? So that's called retargeting. So retargeting or remarketing is getting in front of people based on their action or their inaction, whether they've watched a video, gone to your website and whatever else, and given them and put an ad out that takes them to the next step. So just an example of this is 67% of people abandon shopping cart partway through the buying process. No matter, we all know we've all done it, especially us ADHDers. We're sitting there and we're like, go to shop, something will get in the way, we'll get distracted and we'll forget all about it. This is what happens on a day-to-day basis, right? People will add to cart and not complete the purchasing. So imagine if you didn't retarget. They're never going to think of you again. In fact, someone else might scoop them up afterwards. So you want to get back in front of them again. So you run retargeting ads that get back in front of people that add to cart but don't purchase. And you want them seeing that ad as soon as possible afterwards. You also want to be emailing them as well. And there's, Shopify does this and text messaging them even. Hey, by the way, your shopping cart's waiting for you. All right, you'll pick up a lot more sales if you're doing this retargeting or remarketing to get in front of those people that may, are wanting to buy your stuff. They've just got distracted partway through the buying process, let's just say. So that's just one of the simple forms of retargeting. So if you've got a pixel on your website, you can target people based on back to 180 days after they've been on your website, so 180 days forward. So it tracks 180 days of visitors to your website. So imagine if you did an ad that targeted the last 7 days of people that landed on a specific landing page on your website but didn't complete the action. So didn't register for a webinar or didn't purchase your stuff or book an appointment, and you have a very specific targeted ad that says, hey, see you were interested in XYZ, you didn't get it, here's why you want to go and get that. Benefit, that gets them to take action. So a lot of business owners are not doing this and you're missing out on a whole lot of sales. Number 6, big, bad Facebook ad mistake is shitty copy. So, and think about this for yourself. You will see all day, every day, and so will your clients, lots and lots of posts and ads and sponsored stuff through newsfeed and through stories. Okay. Now you think about what stops you. Okay. What stops you in your track? It's usually an image. So images or video the thumbnail will stop. You go, oh, what's this? And then you look up at the copy and you'll start reading it. And I often see people, because you're not, let's face it, we're not copywriters. Us ADHDers have a more creative brain, but a lot of people don't know how to write copy. Generally, they don't know how to write copy and they haven't researched their audience, which is, obviously one of the other mistakes that people make. So the two combined mean that they come up with copy that is boring, copy that doesn't relate, copy that doesn't even get to a call to action, copy that makes people go to sleep, like not even take action, like move on. No, very vanilla copy as well. And especially, this is going to be a bit, especially with AI, right? Everyone has actually decided to become or believes they're a copywriter because they're now plugging their stuff into AI, and AI is writing shitty copy because it's writing generic stuff. It's writing the stuff that, every other business owner out there has. So people are putting these ads up with copy that is written by an AI that's vanilla, that doesn't stop people in its tracks because it's like everyone else. So this is what I see time and time again. You really need to get into the mindset of your ideal client. And quite often we are our ideal clients. So think about what makes you tick. One of the things I tell my clients all the time if they're writing their own copy, and we're not doing it for them, right? One of the things I tell them is I say, look at what you've written here. Would that get you to take action? Look at it objectively. Would it get you to take action? 9.5 times out of 10, they'll go, no, it's shit. I'm like, exactly. So why are you putting that out there? Okay. That's the reason why people aren't buying, because you're not actually getting in front, hooking them in, providing them with a solution to their problem, and then enticing them to move forward in the buying process. Okay. So, the solution for this is to actually either get someone else to do your copy for you. Simple as that. But if you don't have the budget for getting other people to do copy for you, then start learning a bit of copywriting, okay? Or start learning prompts in AI that will help you with your copy. And go and research. There's a really cool place in Facebook. It's free for all of us where we can go research ads. It's the Facebook Ads Library, and it's facebook.com/ads library, right? And in there you can type in a keyword. So, anything around your industry. So if you've got weight loss, you can type in weight loss, and it will show you all the ads in, whatever country you choose, all ads that have the word weight loss in them. And go and study some of the big brands. What sorts of ads are they running? What sorts of hooks are they using? What's different about their copy, and so on. You can also type up big brands as well. So who are the brands in your industry that have your clients or your competition, and go and have a look at their ads. What are they doing? Because some of these big companies, they have full-time copywriters writing their ad copy. They know a thing or two, and model it, okay? But it does take a bit of research. It can take a bit more effort than just plugging something into AI. But if your copy's not good, then you're not going to get very good results from your ads as well. So easily fixed by doing that little bit of research, or getting someone to write it for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there right now, because a couple of the other ones that I'm going to be telling you next are really controversial. Possibly Facebook won't like them, but they are big mistakes, and the solutions really do work. But I'll have that for you in the next episode. So if you are interested in hearing more about the biggest ad mistakes that business owners make, and you want to know some of the next level ones, the ones that not many other people know, and even Facebook won't like it, but will get you massive results, make sure you tune in to the next episode. And if you love this information and it's really, really helping you as an ADHD fempreneur, make sure that you do subscribe to Apple Podcast, subscribe to Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast, and YouTube. Follow me on socials, and leave a comment if you want me to cover anything else, or if you've found this interesting, or maybe you're making some of these mistakes. I'd love to hear from you, and I will catch you on the next episode.